Hello and welcome to Tarot Sherpa. This is Friday, June 20th, and it is the summer solstice, the longest day of the year for the Northern Hemisphere. So the spread that we're going to do today is a solar spread, and we're going to start with the sun. So I am going to pre-pluck this out of the deck and set it in the center of our board. And so we're going to look at how to create joy and expansion in our lives here to celebrate the summer solstice. Get everybody back in line here. It's a little too many cards for one thing. Let's just cut the deck. I can't even cut a deck today. What's going on with me? Right. Completely intuitive here. All right. Joyfulness. Where are we going with joyfulness? The Empress. The Empress energy. Oh, this is fabulous. Fabulous Venus and Taurus energy. Oh, so here we are expanding our joyfulness with the sun and some Empress energy. So the Empress, we're talking about creativity. We're talking about abundance. We're talking about moving through life, not having just enough, but having an abundance to not only take care of yourself, but all the people around you, all the people in your world, all of the things that you're creating. More about this. More about this, please. What are you creating? Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, looking at the things that are part of your joyfulness, you have the people around you, close friends, family, the people that share your values, the people that understand your dreams. You're surrounded by people who share your joy. So first off is to share your joy. And then there's also special relationships. This is the Lover's card. So we're talking about the things that bring your heart joy, the special relationships that really mean a lot to you. These are also places where expand your joy. All right, and then here's the things that keep you up at night. Nine of Swords. The things that keep you up at night. How is this part of your joy? How is this part of your expansion? Well, an element of the Nine of Swords is the capacity for empathy, the capacity for caring. Because the Nine of Swords isn't necessarily the things that are keeping you up at night that are bothering you. Could be, but not always. It could be, the heart that you have for other people and their troubles too. But the key is, with the sun, is to put yourself out there in the world in a positive energy. And I'm not, Pollyannaing this. I'm not saying that, yay, good vibes are going to cure everything. No. Sometimes there are things that need to be worried about. But worrying about them doesn't help. Taking concrete action to help people that have problems, that does help. So part of joyfulness isn't just fretting about something. It's about, if there is a problem, take action. Do something about it. Don't just sit there and worry. Worry's like a rocking chair. It's a lot of busy, but it gets you nowhere. It's an oldie but a goodie right there. Little phrase. So while you're working in your Empress energy here, be investing that energy into things that have tangible value and emotional value. Don't put it into your worries. This is not a place to put your energy. It's a place to put your action. Take action on the things that are troubling. But if you cannot take action, let it go. All right. So where are we going to get clarity on this? How do we get clear on where we can put our beautiful energy here? Two of Pentacles. Okay, Two of Pentacles certainly does indicate that there's some choices to be made with what you do with your energy. And you have mental energy, you have physical energy. How are you going to balance those things? How are we going to get clear on this? Two of Cups. The Devil. Ooh, so very interesting here. So, Two of Cups kind of reflects back to these lovers here. These are the things that make your heart happy. These are the significant relationships. This could even be business partnerships, romantic partnerships, the people that you're closest to. This is where you're going to be able to get expand your energy and to find clarity in these kinds of close relationships. The people who are close to you, the people who truly, deeply care about you, are the places to invest that emotion. And those are the people to trust. Okay, now you get people you can't trust. Right over here with this Devil card. Oh, and he's a handsome devil in this one. Yeah. But you notice that he's got this little person on a string. He's dragging him along. So, getting clear also means knowing who you can't trust or you can't put your energy. I mean, there are things that you can't do anything about. And there's an element out there that says, oh, but you should be doing something about it. But if you can't do anything about it, these are the things that you got to let go of. And sometimes getting clear means letting go of things. This could be a negative person in your environment. It could be a manipulator. It could be just something that steals your valuable time that doesn't give you any return on investment. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It can be an activity that just sucks you dry. Gosh, I think about a volunteer position I had once with, a cause I really wanted to go out and be helpful. But the other people in this flippin' committee were just nightmares of toxicity. Like, how can you join a volunteer organization and run into nightmares of toxicity? I mean, go figure. Go figure. And the crazy thing about toxic people is they don't know they're toxic. And, there were people who were leading this committee who were very polite and, hey, let's look at things like this. Let's talk about this. No, there's about 3 gals that just toxic. And nobody would stay on that committee for very long because the 3 gals, they just thought they were the committee and everything. Oh, so painful. I was on that committee for a year and I finally had to leave because it was this and it was this. So clarity can be saying, this is what I want. This is what I don't want. Get rid of it. Yeah, getting clear, even though you're trying to balance it all. Maybe you're trying to be nice and you're trying to be on that committee, whatever that is for you. That was my personal experience, but whatever this is for you, of trying to solve the greater problems in the world, that ain't the way to do it. You gotta set that toxicity aside. You gotta put that away. Because clarity is gonna fill your heart. It's gonna be open. It's gonna be free. It's gonna be flowing. It's not gonna be this trapped, blocked, judged nonsense. It's not gonna be deadly. I always think of the 7 deadly sins when I look at the Devil. You've got your jealousy, your greed, your avarice. Greed and avarice is the same thing. Lust, gluttony, all of those negative things that, I'm just going to turn that card over because I don't even want to look at it right now. No, because I want to get clear. Clean, clear, and bright. Stress? Nope, that is not part of our sun. That is not where we want to go. I'm going to put this little rock on this. The green calcite's good for letting things go. Letting that go. See? Letting it go. And focusing on the things that are uplifting and balancing and worthy of your time and attention, because it's returning to you the effort that you're putting into it. And it's just beautiful, glowing energy. But yeah, it's okay to let these things go that don't help you, that don't bring you up. Okay, let's do an oracle card. Let's look at the oracle. Everybody out. I love this deck. So pretty. Yeah, there's negativity everywhere. But what are you going to indulge? Are you going to look at the positive and take positive action towards things? Or are you just going to watch the news channels and grump about everything? I mean, really. Can't do anything about that, necessarily. Taking risks. That's where we're at. Oh, it's a twofer. We got 2 in here. We got taking risks and patience. Ooh. So when we're talking about our big solar expansion here during the summer, taking risks, patience, and taking risks. So even though we are out there flying free, making big strides, having big dreams, putting ourselves out there, sometimes you have to have a little patience. Sometimes you have to kind of see through the fog a little bit to know that this is happening. This is happening. This is not happening. No, we're putting this out of the picture. Focus and be willing to take the time that expansion needs. Because, yes, while we were all created in a big bang of explosion and expansion, it took billions of years to get where we are now. Be patient. Be patient. It's okay to take a risk, but realize that you don't see all the results right immediately. But things that you invest in the things that are going to give you results. Particularly the people that are part of your world, part of your life. Yeah. And you'll see your own growth, and you'll see their growth as well. And that's what's really beautiful. Okay, lots of jabber today. All right, protect your energy. Get rid of these toxic things.